Tell us about Wheelbarrowing Victor Matfield.
I love these stories.
It's all coming out.
It's all coming up.
We shouldn't be sitting here talking about red cards, yellow cards, officiating.
Did World Rugby have a choice?
Guys, if there's any doubt, you bunker it.
So
And sorry, that is after.
sorry.
In our 07 rugby group, few ex-flankers said, I'm willing to go through a pre-season that includes Jim to make a comeback to play one game against Henry Pollock.
They come here
No. Fact checking is always good, Jim.
Look at you, fountain of knowledge. Okay, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Boks Unpacked. We face Ireland this week in our bogey team. We haven't won there in a while. Can Rassie Erasmus and his team do it? 14 men against Italy, we managed to win, but this time it's a tougher contest. Schalk and Jean de Villiers join me on another wine farm, but it's going to be an incredible show. We're going to talk all things Ireland against the Springboks. It's time to now unpack the box. Welcome back to another episode of the Boks Unpacked. John's going to tell me how to pronounce his name properly, the wine farm. It's Klein Russerblom.
Try again.
Klein Russerblom.
There
we
go.
go.
A second try. Very good.
Ever been here? There's a Jean de Villiers restaurant.
No, it's not Jean de Villiers. It's only called Jean.
Jean.
Scala, ever been here?
No, but apparently John's doing a land clam.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it's the de Villiers family
It's
as
the
well.
De Villiers family and his restaurant's on it. It's his now.
It's beautiful, though.
Nice, eh? Last week you spoke about you and John Smith, the notorious punch. Tell us about wheelbarrowing Victor Matfield. Brian Banner called into the
Yes.
show. Sir Banner.
Yes.
Sir Banner called into the show and he said you will. I don't know the story.
I was there. We had a long,
Okay, Scala,
we had a
tell us.
long lunch. We ordered some pizzas. Next moment,
Where venue? Give us
No, it
context.
was in in Bariloche.
Bariloche,
On
ski
I was there,
resort.
Bariloche, man.
Yeah, ski
Yeah.
resort.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
Top floor, 7th floor, having a few beers.
You were there. You just can't remember.
And then the next
The
moment,
best week in rugby.
Yeah.
John is going like me and John, so Stormers versus Bulls. Gary Buerta, Victor Matfield. Now we give him the great Carly. And what was, anyway, we give Gary Buerta a nickname, Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice.
So the next moment, Kimbo Slice and the great
Who's
Carly.
that? Gary Buerta.
Gary Buerta. Kimbo Slice and the great Carly wants to take on the two of us. So we said tag team. So I said, John, you go first, waiting to get tagged in. First, Gary Buerta, the Kimbo Slice got manhandled by him, and then Victor tags in.
Yeah.
And basically, John, I mean, you know, like how you walk with a lawnmower?
Yeah.
He basically walked him like a
like
lawnmower,
that.
like that, the head in the ground, feet up, around the 7th floor, and then eventually Victor tapped out, and I didn't even get to wrestle any of the two. Yeah, 1-0 to the Stormers.
Bariloche. That was, which day was that? Because remember we were told to go horse riding, skiing, hiking. We all went to the Irish pub.
The start,
I-
the start and the finish of those days are a little bit blurry still.
I never went past the Irish pub, and then I came back and had breakfast in the morning and back to the Irish pub. I remember we got there on the Sunday. It was quite a large night in Buenos Aires on the,
After that.
and we had a bye week, so we played Wales the following week, and we stayed in Argentina. So we got into Bariloche, out of season, quiet town, and we go into this bar, have a little lunch, me and John sitting there, a few beers, and we're like, the band starts setting up. And we go like, what time's the band starting? No, 1 hour.
No, but wait. So we literally walked. So remember the Irish pub was like 400 meters down the road
Yeah.
from my hotel.
Kilkenny
So
or something.
we go in there and we see there's no one. So then we keep walking. We walk around the town, through like the whole town, make a whole loop and get back there. And I'll be, okay, let's
Irish
just
bar.
finish where we started. Yeah. And then
1 hour. So now this is like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Order something to eat. Beers start flowing. 1 hour passes. Go back there. What time's the band starting? 1 hour. Eventually, 1 o'clock in the morning, this band starts up. And this little bar goes from us little table with 10 Springboks
20
remember
people to 400 people.
to 400 people.
I've actually got some pictures there. I think there's one where John showed me a while ago. There's a biker gang that came in, or bikers.
Yeah.
That came in and we took a picture of them outside there. But we look like kids there. I mean, you look at it now, you actually start laughing. We look like high school kids.
But you know
Look
why?
at that, yeah?
Because it's 21 years,
Years ago.
20 years
21
ago.
years ago.
Or 2005.
Yeah.
It's
20
20
years
years
ago.
ago.
It's
That's
amazing.
unbelievable.
It's amazing. There's no game that week, but we still remember that week as one of the greatest weeks on
That
tour.
was amazing.
I remember we did a line-out session. And I've never felt so uncoordinated in my life. You know, like you can't do two things at once. You jump and you can't catch it, or you jump and you can't land properly. It was ridiculous.
You know, so the one night, Schalk, myself, CJ van der Linde, Oosterrand.
Yeah.
So we kind of the last in, and as we walk into the hotel, we just go sit for breakfast. Breakfast was already serving. Had breakfast, went to bed, got up, and kind of
Back to the
repeated
bar.
itself. Yeah.
Boys, some big cricket coming in, but just to look at last week, Scala, Bavuma's record as a cricket captain.
What is
Something
his
amazing.
What is his
I
record?
think because
Marshall?
look, I've got it now.
Is that the last 11 games, or he's
Okay.
been captain for 11 Test matches?
He's the fastest Test captain ever in history to get to 10 wins as a captain.
Yeah, so it's
And
11
the average is 55 in his role. Yeah.
as captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his average, I know, like prior to captain, he played 55 Test matches, averaging at 34 something, 34 and a half. And then since he's been captain, he's averaged 55, which is incredible.
Because it's 11 Test matches as captain, 10 wins, 1 draw.
Yo.
He's never
Hasn't
lost
lost one yet.
as a captain.
He's rated now one of the most underrated. So I'll get this one of the most underrated captain players of the last 25 years.
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
It feels like he's constantly under pressure still. And he has, you know,
delivering.
He
But,
has delivered.
I think, like, obviously, had a lot of time in the seat where I think he, under-delivered on his promise.
Yeah.
But then he's come of age. His batting technique, the last, I would say, maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
He's made so many runs, and he's had some injury issues. Like
hamstring.
he's had a couple of bad injuries, which has taken him out. But you look at the victories that he's had. Like first time in 15 years, this most recent one that we've beaten India on a pitch that was prepped for them. It was made to suit the Indian team selection. That thing was going through the top of the surface day one. It was turning sideways. Hitting Oaks, going on the sweep, getting pinned in the head by a spinner. Like fortunate for India, it backfired. But largely thanks to us giving them a target to chase. And that was all down to Temba's 55 not out, which was the highest score in the entire Test match, which shows you what type of surface it was.
Being hit on the head from a spinner, when you're referencing Temba, doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same punch.
I know.
Talking about spinners, Simon Harmer. We spent a lot of time with him in Paris.
What
Legend on the beers.
What a boyk, yeah. Can you remember, not just in London, can you remember at the World Cup in Marseille?
No, that's what I'm saying, at the World Cup.
yeah.
In Paris.
Was it Marseille?
It was in Marseille.
Marseille, when we had the rosé down at the harbour.
And
Yeah.
in Paris after the World Cup.
And there,
Yeah.
No, he's
That's where Greg Minnaar just came and cleared out the 10-meter table. Went to the bathroom. and
Greg
then
Minnaar is another guy we need to talk
did
about.
the diamond slide.
episode.
We need an episode on Greg Minnaar.
We did it was last year when the Springboks played Wales
Yeah?
at Twickenham. Twickenham game, first game of the season in June, July.
Yeah, no, I was in Joburg then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I was at that game and I did some stuff because it's a Qatar Cup, right?
Yeah? So Qatar flew you over.
Yeah.
And did you go to the empty suitcase?
So
empty suitcase.
you or Sir Brian Abana do the most
No, Sir
things?
Brian
Sir
helped
Brian,
me with that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But long story short, so we did this thing where they take the cameras and then pan across the stadium,
Yeah.
all the spectators, and then they focus in. And then we go, okay, right, left. It was myself and George North. And then, okay, go in. That one, that person there on the right with the blonde hair or whatever. Okay. So now there's like, how many? 80,000 people. And then that person can win tickets anywhere in the world, flight tickets. So we go, guys, we go, and I said, we go right. Go, okay, go in, focus, go, move in, zoom in. And there's a guy in the background, and he takes off his shirt and just goes and he shows it. And I zoom in more. It's Simon Harmer. But I started laughing. So I couldn't select him. So I had to select some arms in the background. Yes, it was like, of all the people in the world, there he is.
I mean, his performance, what did he take? 4 in both?
8 for 52.
8 for 52?
And was it 4 catches as well?
Yeah, 8 for 52. And he's only played 15 Test matches, 13 Test matches. How many has he played?
Crazy.
1,000
First-class wickets.
Yeah. I mean, it's lovely to see a good man come through, and he's flourishing late in his career.
Talking about achievements, Jean, your intro on the verdict.
Yeah.
Probably one of the greatest of all time.
Thank
No, I'm getting questions.
you,
I was at
Shimmy.
physio this morning. TJ was asking me, was it scripted? Was it off the cuff? How does John manage that? Because he says it was probably one of the best intros. Everyone says it's one of the best intros.
No,
they've seen.
there was-
on the verdict on Tuesday, by the way.
There was
John
a-
de Villiers with the best intro.
Go watch.
Good luck next
Because
week.
we were expecting the same one that he's done for the last
we were
4
like,
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee, was boy.
No, there was a bit of the scripted about all the records that Freddie
It's important
provided.
what you say now.
Yeah. No, the
You can also
the
say
records,
it's all me.
and then the rest was from the heart.
Preparation is key. Shimmy.
Yeah. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, Shimmy.
Preparation beats
You say
pressure.
City.
Write that down.
Eh? Great intro though.
Thank you. I really meant it.
Check out when you compliment him, he gets all shy and embarrassed.
Oh.
Because he's used to him abusing. He's used to us abusing.
Take a big
He's even
sip. He
getting-
gets a big sip. Yeah, take a big sip.
Cheers, cheers. No, to a lot of people in me saying, Jeebus, what a great intro. We'll sip on it.
Buffalo.
Okay, Eddie Jones. That's not
You gotta love Eddie.
It's almost farcical now. The sin bin situation. We are absolutely ruining the game of rugby. It's a disgrace. Eddie Jones said that.
Yeah, and then he said, Welsh, the spectators should ask for their money
Money's
back,
yeah.
but the Welsh can't afford it.
Yeah.
No, it's look. I think it's good to the sentiment is shared because so many times we say we're playing the victim as South Africans, but the sentiment is shared all over the world. In terms of the officiating, in terms of just the protocols that they need to follow, and also, Shimi, like you said, just the accountability and the faceless people making these decisions. So I'm glad he said it.
No, but just imagine the frustration. So you prep a player as a coach. Say we can't use Eddie, so let's use Rassie. Preps these players. Statistically, we're the team in the world that tackles highest percentage of low tackles out of everyone.
And
stats
you can't
prove
argue
that.
against that. Yeah.
You can't argue against the technique and the work that the defense coach and individuals has put in, but then still you get straight reds, which then, has a knock-on effect on the entire week's build-up. Players, we talked about Ben Jason Dixon, Porthen, guys who had to get ripped off early because of a red card, and then it gets rescinded. But then still, like World Rugby sits quiet. There hasn't been clarity on the situation, which even makes the situation much worse because now everyone's speculating, well, what's their stance?
Yeah. So I'll give you the numbers: 25 yellow cards and 4 red
since
cards.
when, Shams?
On the
the
weekend.
autumn series, Autumn Nations
The last
Series.
couple of weeks,
Series.
okay.
Yeah, Quilter.
Quilter.
Yeah. 25 yellow cards and 4 red cards. And 4 red cards. And we're not finished yet.
No.
Yeah. It's too many.
It's way too many. And the issue is, we watch a lot of rugby, but we're getting our own way again here. If you're a young fan and you're starting to get into the game and a tackle happens, you go, what a great hit. Next moment, the Oaks getting sent off for a red card. But the very next tackle that looks exactly the same is play on. That's where we are. There's no alignment in the decisions from one game to the next. It's almost like the officials, each and every one's on their own game plan, and they say they're enforcing the head injury or the head contact.
Yeah.
This weekend there was no head contact with Franco Mostert.
So I think what captures it so nice, I had a chat with a mate yesterday, and he was saying...
What's his name?
He's Jan.
Okay. No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, was at athletics, sitting on the stand.
Not John.
Yarn.
The
What did Yarn say?
No, he said, so his mom plays golf with a group of friends, and they're from the Netherlands. And she was like, so she must be, call it mid-70s or whatever. Yeah. And she was saying to him, how must I now try and explain and promote rugby? Because no one knows what's going on. No one knows why. If they're asking, why did he go off? Why? It changes all. I mean, we don't even know.
We don't know.
How's she able to do it? And I think that's what you should be catering for. You should be catering for your
The fan's the most important person.
the average fan out there, and for them to be able to understand it, because rugby in itself is a complex game already, and I think we're not doing ourselves favors in making it even more complex.
Got some comments. We've got some comments from the last show.
Comments are always good.
Please,
Okay, Vianney Bear in his comments was having a go at us for wearing our sunnies. He said, 15 seconds into this episode, love the briller. But Scala and JDV, December and Ace of Fontaine is only next month. Surely it's not too soon for the Sunnies. What do we think?
It's never too soon.
This like must live in Joburg, where it's been raining for the last bloody 3 months. Man, they wake up. It was in a glass box there, beautiful farm, Bow Constantia. It was time for sunnies.
It was sharp.
When you going up to Jacefontein? Is Butch coming this year?
Hopefully not.
I've unfortunately,
Scala,
Butchie, I've reached out to Butchie and he says he's pulling in for 2 days.
Yeah.
Or 3 days, which I think is perfect timing because we know
It's a good
What happened last year?
Dolph Lundgren over here, he needs to go into hibernation every 4th day.
It's
But
good.
Butch last year, he drove. It was last year. Where he
Butchie
drove his
yeah.
car down.
It took Butchie about 48 hours to get down. Flew his family down. He drove down with the bikes, broke down in Colesberg, had to wait for a flatbed for 20 hours. Then the guy got there, got to Beaufort West, filled up the truck, the tow truck, and then he said, I'm tired, I can't drive. But
So Butchie had to drive.
So Butchie had to drive the tow truck with his Range Rover at the back. But also, while he was at it, he bought this ook some regmakers, these caffeine tablets.
Yeah.
So now the driver then didn't take them in his pocket. And Butchie said when he got to Laingsburg, he
Give
said,
me
hey,
two.
give me 2 of those caffeine pills. Butchie said he didn't sleep for 3 days.
We should show you the video where Butchie's there behind the steer. Now this other oak who's
The
meant to
driver,
drive is filming him.
He's filming
and
on
Butchie
his
goes,
way.
hey, lekker skala! Johnny, you're lekker down!
Okay, guys. Also,
And sorry, that is
don't be
after.
sorry.
That,
Okay, don't be sorry. Yeah.
that is after the house that they rented or Airbnb burned down.
Yeah.
So what did he say?
And they had to get another house.
I mean, what commitment to make it? That's why they're coming back
So
down.
you won't
this
see
year.
Butch this year. It's safer in Durban.
Yeah, he's
saying
coming-
maybe
Safe
2 or 3
advantage.
days.
He's coming to my house for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, guys. Dalvi Milan also commented, as a retired attorney, is it time for the players to sue World Rugby for loss of income and reputational damage? And Hendrik Vessel's situation is unfair. It's
It's
not right.
unfair.
He's lost, look, I don't know the numbers, but he would have lost a hell of a lot of
I
money.
mean, we've always said, like, what sanctions big enough? You know, you get a red card. In his case, he didn't get anything. He just got cited post without any. It's he says, I say, and he gets 9 weeks, which is unfair. But like, you know, think Lou de Jager. I mean, he gets a red card. We don't agree with it. Anyway, the red card stood.
4 games.
And he
Match
gets
four
four.
games.
He gets
Match
4
four.
games. I mean, like it's not right. So it's a good point. I don't know how that process would look like, but because it's tedious and it's time consuming, and that's the biggest issue with the whole judicial system is, you know, like Lewis might get rescinded the red card, but by that stage the month's already gone. He's served his ban, which you know, what are you fighting for? Maybe loss of income is another one that you can go for.
I think they might be appealing, Louis one.
I've heard.
Yeah, and might be available for the Welsh game.
Yeah, but I think the principle is you
No,
lose
it's the
money.
Principality Stadium.
Yeah, at the Principality Stadium. But you lose, the players lose. I mean, we've all been in that position. You sort of know, okay, I'm going to cover so many, whatever it is, the match fees, you get 0. You go from earning, I don't know what the match fees are.
Yeah,
nowadays.
well,
Or whatever it
earning
is.
whatever to 0
Yeah, to 0.
overnight.
0, and you sit at home.
And could you have done anything any differently? No.
No.
That
Is,
to me
that's
is the big issue.
is it fair to the player?
And the problem is now, if you don't get it rescinded, that red card sits in your copybook. You know,
Yeah.
like if you go for the next one, they look at, okay, but you've had a red card. They don't look at the incident, how you got a red card. They don't look at
Just past record.
It's past record. So if you've got an entry-level red card 16 weeks, you know, they can't mitigate it because you've got a record in the past, which I think is why, from the get-go, the entry point's wrong. Why is the player guilty? Why you always look at a red card first or yellow card first? It should be benefit of the doubt to the player, and then we can escalate it slowly. But at the moment, it's yellow card, bunker. Or in South Africa's point of view, red card, permanent red card.
Colour's well educated.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had a lot of experience in that.
How much money did you spend on lawyers?
Plenty. Match fees, boys. I would have been living in a bigger house if I didn't get all the cards.
JDV, Franco's free.
Yes.
Rescinded. Did World Rugby have a choice? Was the outcry that big, or, you know, also again, Scala, you mentioned it earlier on. You guys mentioned it. It's not attached to a name. It's just a decision that's been made, but there's not a statement saying, you know, we are looking at this, we're getting it wrong sometimes, whatever it is.
But what it basically came down to was there head contact or not?
Yeah.
and there wasn't.
Yeah.
Now my question is,
Who saw the head contact?
those 4 officials that were officiating it, did they see something differently? Accountability? Nothing. So, we shouldn't be sitting here talking about red cards, yellow cards, officiating. We should be talking about the amazing game we're going to see on the weekend, the performance of England.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's coming home, baby. It's coming home.
But we
Argentina.
Unfortunately, we can't talk about anything else because that's
Yeah.
the most prevalent thing. We've got 25 yellow cards, 4 red cards with a week to go, and the Boks playing an extra one. This might end up being 40 yellow cards and 6 red cards. I mean, over a month of rugby.
You spoke about Eddie earlier. I saw another thing of Eddie where he said he's been thinking about the game, and the game has become, very much like between the 22 and the halfway line, it's almost like AFL.
Yeah.
It's like AFL where, there's a lot of kicking, the competing, whatever you need to, whatever. Then when you get into the 22, it's rugby league.
Yeah.
It's rugby league.
Just bash it
One
up.
pass,
6
just
sets,
bash it up, whatever. Then if you go a little bit further, if you get into your own 22, then it's like NFL. Football, where you just want to release and get pressure off and
Game
whatever.
is
And it's almost a combination of the lot of all these sporting codes. But where we're not getting it right is like, the difficult thing is being able to realize how many players are on the field, because that's not where we're getting it right. And should they have the cricket ticker, for the balls being bowled, where, okay, now we've got 14 on the field now I've got 13 on the field, now we've got 15 on the field. So it's like, it was quite an interesting comparison.
We pretty much count ourselves a 13-man sport now. The Springboks play with 13 men every other weekend now. It shouldn't be that way. And the problem is where the viewer, and we as fans get done in is, whenever you get a red card, whenever you get a yellow card, there's a certain amount of game management that goes around figuring out how we're going to do it, replacements, and once you've had a red card, the opposition is about to get a yellow card at some stage. It's just how it works. Like, it's got to be evened out. So surviving until you go numbers up 14-all, and then you have a proper go for that 10 minutes. But geez, it's hard to watch as soon as a red card or even a 20-minute red card. It's the best of a worst bad case that we sort of settled for, but that shouldn't be.
Schalk's been very upset that the bunker has been bunkered.
Well, that's why the bunker was there.
Bring the bunker
Resurface
back.
the bunker.
That's why the bunker was. The bunker's a rugby league thing. That's why it was brought in. Have a look. Have a little bit of sanity. If you're saying that there was no head contact, well, what did the guy see on the weekend? That's different.
Guys, if there's
it's too late now.
Any doubt, you bunker it.
Yeah.
Any doubt.
Cody from Paul has sold multiple vehicles to WeBuy cars. Suspicious? I think so.
Is that a crime?
No. Where are you getting the cars?
I buy them and I sell them at the spot like a normal person.
Okay.
No, man, I'm just an accounting student. I know a good deal when I see one.
That's Excel. Meant. What's more stressful, tax season or selling a car at WeBuy Cars?
Tax season, obviously.
WeBuy Cars, the easiest way to sell your car by far.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Are we going to talk rugby as well on this show? No.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm getting there now. We're talking rugby now.
I'm just asking.
Okay, cool. Guys, on a positive note, World Rugby Player of the Year nominees, Oxen Chair, Malcolm Marks, Peter Steph Tutoy again, and it was
Louis Bielberry.
Louis Bielberry. Happy with those nominations? Anyone standing out? Just give me names.
I'm going to say, who's the youngest ever player to win the World Rugby Player of the Year award? Ever. It's not you. And it's not me.
Guys, that's 21 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Scala, when you got that call, at 21 years old, your second season, am I right?
Second season,
2004.
Yeah.
What's going through you? Do you expect it, or is there something you're going for?
No, so the weird thing is, I was nominated for under 21 player of the year before. So I played under 21s, and then we played World Cup in 2003. And back then, you still got flown back, and I lost out against Benatinga. who also played for New
Fullback.
Zealand, but
Yeah,
played
Auckland
fullback,
Blues,
and
yeah.
also in the same year played under 21s, and then he got called up late into the World Cup squad in 2003. And I remember Johnny Wilkinson, winning World Player of the Year. I watched the final, and then the following night was the function. You're like, geez, that's incredible. You're not thinking that you've got any chance to ever do that. And then, 10 months down the line, there you are nominated, and you go bloody win the thing in your first full season as a Springbok, which is ridiculous, to be honest.
Hell of a party.
We had a big party that night.
You've been
21.
saying all along Oxen chair.
Yeah.
You've been calling it a couple of months out already.
If Ox was a wing, he'd be scoring a hat trick every game. That's the reality. It's just that it's scrumming. It's obviously scrumming is a collective. It's the same way a wing gets a ball down the line.
Yeah.
So he's demolished everybody. So
because the wing scores all the tries, like Sir Habana.
Yeah.
Because of the midfielders, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But for me, Malcolm has been back to his best this year.
Yeah.
Like after that knee, I think he's been amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
He's been epic.
Peter Steff, and you mustn't get desensitized by the fact that he's nominated for the third time and he's won it twice. I think the previous 2 years where he won it, I think he was a little bit better.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Like he was more influential, although he's still an exceptional rugby player. Ox, I think, is the one we probably favour just because I think he deserves it over a length of time. Unfortunately, he's injured at the moment. I don't know if that sways the vote. But then we also got to look at Wheelbarrowing, what he's done.
Six
Nations.
Yeah.
And then also like what we saw in the Investec Champions Cup. I mean,
He's been a beast.
the bloke has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I would say it's between Ox and Wheelbarrowing.
Guys, I
don't know.
I've got two points. One, do you know how many props have ever been nominated for World Player of the Year?
Actually, no.
0.
So
first prop ever
Ox never nominated.
to be nominated for, even just nominated for World Player of the Year. Okay, so great achievement already for Ox. 2, 3 South Africans nominated, 1 Frenchie. If you want to upset the South African public, give it to the Frenchie.
Yeah.
Give it. I dare you.
But I don't like.
I dare you give it to the Frenchie.
him. Huh?
I know like Guthrie Steenkamp was South African Rugby Player of the Year. Os was. So in South Africa,
I'm mixing up awards.
Yeah, so South Africa also got it, and I know Guthrie got it, I think in 2010.
2010,
yeah.
Isn't Retallick probably the only forward that's won? No, the only tied forward that's won it for World Player of the Year. I might be mistaken. I think Retallick's the only one.
Keith Wood.
Oh,
Yeah,
Keith Wood
won it. Yeah, he did.
Did you hear Keith Wood's comment this week?
No, what did he say?
Old Keith. He said some of the stuff Rassie does is great, but some of it's bullshit. Keith, Munster man.
He's a great guy.
It's going to be a test match and all.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, Rassie divides opinion, but like when he was at Munster, he was loved.
Yeah.
You know, he was most loved when he's there. So if he's on your side of the team,
corner,
you love him. If he's not, then you start like picking holes through him. But
He said he'd use that as some of the innovations. And I think he was alluding to the bench, Scala.
Like I remember Keith was one of the first guys to go against like players. There shouldn't be substitutions. Back in the day, or something in that line, like the whole bomb squad, it shouldn't be. Why must we? It's more dangerous if you're playing against 2 sets of big bodies. But unfortunately, like with head injury assessments now, if anything, you need more players. Otherwise, something weird's going to happen. You've got to have uncontested scrums because 4 tight forwards are off with the head injury assessments.
I've still got this belief. This is not even on the script, but
No, you can go.
You should announce a squad in the week and announce your starting 15
just before the game.
Just before the game.
Yeah.
Like in football.
Yeah, just to create interest. People are waiting. Who's going to play?
I like that as well.
I just think you should have that.
But World Rugby does it the opposite way to create interest before.
Yeah.
So like the team announcement, we're all waiting for the team announcement. And then, everyone jumps and, look at Rassie, he's gone 7-1.
Yeah.
That's why World Rugby does it. Otherwise, you don't have that 48 hours of speculation of...
But I think you'd still have the speculation up till match. We've been in studio a couple of times. So you sit there, guys, 2 hours before kickoff, you have to announce a team.
Yeah.
bang, the team's there. Everyone eyes on TV, guys. This is the team.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we haven't expected it.
It's
to
like
get that
cricket-
2 hours.
like cricket.
Where it's just the viewership goes.
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
roof.
From a
It's a TV point of view.
Yeah, from a TV
and you can
point of view,
speculate
it
in the media.
extends-
There's going to be
Well,
speculation. anyway.
cricket, the captain at the coin toss pretty much
Announce
announces
the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes they do now even announce it the day
before, yeah.
Okay, guys. Breakout player of the year: Fabian Holland, Ethan Hooker, nice one.
Yeah.
Henry Pollock, and Joseph Akuso Swahili. Who wins that one? We've got to get to the game. Who wins that one?
That's a tough one.
I like Hooker just because he's had quite a few starts. Henry Pollock hasn't started a test match yet.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at Swahili, like what he's done. Like he's played a couple of years now, and he starts every game for them. So like I think it's hard to be breakthrough player of the year when you're coming off the bench. Ethan Hooker at the wing, playing at centre.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say either him or Swahili.
And Swahili's kind of influence in that Aussie team,
Yeah.
you know, when he went on tour
Yeah.
for the first time last
Man
year.
of the
It was
match.
amazing.
And against England, you know, so there was big hype around that. So who's the fourth? Only three.
No, sorry.
Pollock?
It's Holland,
Hooker?
Hooker,
Oh, Holland.
Pollock, and
Fabian
Swahili.
Holland. Fabian Holland had a good,
Holland, it's not a good. It's not a good shot. It's not a bad shot.
not a bad shot at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about Pollock, England is it the V? Why are you laughing? I said
What was it?
I said Henry Pollock.
I just want to see where
The flying V.
Where you going with
We
this?
faced the hack. Okay,
Yeah.
look, a couple of times he was licking his lips
Yes, you are.
That's
and laughing during the hacker.
That's not the only. Yeah, I was about to say there was a lot going on in that head. When he's busy bloke.
JDV?
Yeah.
I can't.
No, it's
I
yeah.
can't. I basically just looked at Andrew Hoare and he was out of sync. So like that was my peace of mind when I looked at the haka. I can't do. I mean, it's a different era. I mean, he's TikTok dancer, whatever he is. I mean, and he plays a bit of rugby on the weekend. You know, like his main gig is to be on social media. So
You have to back it up, and I suppose you can say that he has been able to back it up to a certain extent. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when he's starting at Test match level up against the best teams in the world. You know, how he performs, because that's going to be the acid test for him.
So look, I mean, the way they set up their team, and like they've got the three.
Suits him perfectly.
Yeah, they've got the three loose fours on the bench. Carry him, obviously Cunningham South, and he comes on and he just flies around and tries to make a big impact. It suits him to a T. He's look. Don't get me wrong.
He's a good player.
In that English side, he's got to be in the 23
All the time.
every weekend because he can change, the flow of the game quickly. But yeah, I can't quite do the side shows. I've never been a man to. I mean, and in our 07 rugby group, quite a few ex-flankers said, "Listen, I'm willing to go through a pre-season that includes Jim to make a comeback to play one game against Henry Pollock." So,
Okay, Ireland against South Africa.
oof, here we go.
World Cup. What a game we had. We lost that one.
So again, last five games, we've only beaten them once.
Okay, let me give you the percentages, okay? Okay, we've got Ireland, okay? Over the last 21 years, look at how our win rates have dropped against them compared to other teams. So versus Scotland, 88%. Italy, 83%. Wales, 67% win rate for South Africa. England, 58%. France, 57%. Ireland, 25%.
Okay.
Okay, couple of things. One,
Statistically, it's our bogey.
We've had
I agree with that.
we've had 4 test matches in South Africa. We've won 3.
Yeah.
No.
no.
We've had
No.
6.
We've had 6. We've
Won
won 4.
4.
So since
That's right, I forgot-
2004, so we played Ireland. So that's the point I wanted to make, is that we hardly ever play them in South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, we played them in 04 twice, won both games. Played them 2016, won one, lost one.
Last one, yeah, lost Cape Town.
Or was it 3? Was it 3 games or only 2?
Like it was the CJ,
Cape Town,
CJ
Joburg.
Thunder game in Cape Town we
Yeah,
lost.
and then the
around the
Joburg
corner,
game,
boys.
Damien Delinde scored a try.
Yes.
And then obviously last year, the 2 games as well, where we won one, lost one. So
one.
we don't play them often in South Africa. So then you go to the games in Ireland, and even there, so we played 06,
We
played
played
04.
lost.
Ron
Ronan O'Gara.
O'Gara's
Yeah, Rog.
Rogers try.
Paul Hannes.
06 got clapped on a 100-year celebration.
jersey.
Old
The
school jersey. Yeah.
08 we won. 09 we lost at Croke Park.
Yes.
2010 we won. 2012 we won. Then 2014 we lost. 2018 we lost. And at the World Cup we lost.
Look at you, fountain of knowledge.
Yeah. So so
You're doing well. You're on a run since the verdict intro. Look at you now.
Apparently the weather. Remember 2009 Croke Park, how cold that was.
coldest day.
It was the early kickoff, like the 2 o'clock kickoff, and the
At
floodlights were on, and there was like this mist hanging. Like I mean, I don't think you could see what was happening on the rugby field, man. It was Baltic, but like it's -2 there this week. It's freezing.
But they're a bogey team, no doubt. They're a bogey team.
We're not loved in world rugby by the other. Like people are waiting for us to drop a game or lose a game.
No, sure.
That stadium afterwards, similar to the World Cup when the Irish were singing, then we took their song and put Rassie's name in from Zombie
Well,
to
doesn't that go hand in hand with success?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you are successful, people want to see you, drop and
so
fall
how
again.
big is this game in terms of our rugby calendar this year?
Huge.
I think it's big, but like, I mean, for me, like I'm at the point of view where, the Springbok side has achieved a lot. So for them, they really want to go and say, let's get the monkey off our back. This is not our bogey side. We can beat them in Dublin. There's a few things that will have to happen for us to do that. But like, I'm just keen to see a great rugby game. Coming in on a Monday and not talking about the refereeing standards and the decisions, but like celebrating the best rugby game in November. That's what I want to see. Because we haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. Like every time we come in on a Monday, we're talking about stuff that shouldn't be spoken about. So if we get it right this weekend and Ireland gets it right, it promises to be
it's a good game.
probably the best game of the year.
Because
Who
both
are the
teams.
Dangermen?
But what's that?
Who are they, Dangermen?
No, just before we get to that.
Gibson
So also we.
Why pointing? Yeah,
You know,
okay.
both teams I think are on a high as well. A couple of weeks ago we were saying your Ireland undercooked against New Zealand. Then they played Japan. They made a hell of a lot of changes. But now for the past weekend against Australia, they were really good.
Yeah.
And
They're hitting form.
now to answer your question, Jameson Gibson Park
Yeah.
back to form,
He's the man
making
that
good
you-
decisions, speeding up the play, getting everything
Tiger.
right, being so influential.
For me, he's the most important.
He's
cog.
the most important, I think.
But then, off the back of that, then you've got to go fly half. Prendergast. I mean, if he's on, he's a great player. And does he step up? I know Johnny Sexton is in the coaching staff now. Does he step up and sort of run that backline like Johnny can, or game manager that Johnny was? He's still young, but like every young player's got a landmark game in him. So I don't know when that happens. Does it happen this
You're saying for
weekend?
Prendergast, sorry.
Prendergast.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's one thing, if you want to attack with that rhythm and shape all the time, your skill execution and decision making is so important. So it's one thing your 9 does it because he dips into the blind and he finds James Lowe every time, or he finds the hooker roaming in the wide trams. But like your 10 ultimately is the guy who touches the ball second most.
Yeah.
And for me, like they were successful against Australia because Australia's defense is so passive. Like even in their own 22, they could string 3 passes together, and Hansen scores a hat trick. Against South Africa, they're not stringing 3 passes together. So
Less time on the ball.
Your skill execution as a 10. Prendergast was good last week. This week, the pressure will come.
Are you surprised why more? You watch games. Why more international teams don't have line speed? Storm is top of the ERC, best defense.
Yeah.
Norman Lake has done a phenomenal job. They rush up, they get turnovers, they don't concede points. Springboks, with Jacques Nienahoff and Flannery, they rush up them. Then you watch Australia, it's passive. New Zealand,
Yeah.
Very.
want to attack, very passive.
But New
England
Zealand's
have actually
always-
got a bit of a rush.
New Zealand's always
I
been
don't
like
understand
that.
why.
Yeah. New Zealand's always been like that, and they believe they can push you, into kind of a corner, bigger backs mostly than the opposition, then start competing in that outside channel. But yeah, it's very different these days. Look, if you get your rush wrong, then it can be diabolical as well.
But you take your pain though. Springboks,
You do.
Sears remember Ellis Park?
Yeah.
I think 24-3 down against England.
Yeah.
With that rush, they found space on the outside, bad reads.
So
Look where we are now.
when you rush, you need scramble.
Yeah.
And like we've got the best scramble in the world. So we get it wrong often. I think on the weekend, first attacking set, Kane Moody gets it wrong.
Yeah.
a line break, but like still.
Capiocho's try as well. Same thing.
Yeah,
Shoot out of
so
line.
like this weekend, always I think for the Bok defense, Ireland poses the biggest threat. Well coached. Think about last year. Think about the goal line dropouts. 2 tries. That's ultimately what sealed the series for them. Yes, and an amazing drop goal. But like they scored tries off at 20 with that little inside ball and the little.
That's
Whether it's a centre swap or whether it was
A prop
the
swap.
front
swap.
row. It was 5. 5 guys were running at one time.
So that's coming this weekend, and it's about like, can the Boks rectify that? Because the one thing about the rush, if you let someone through the front door, there's trouble. If the ball goes over the top, you're always fine.
Yeah.
But like I think New Zealand, going back to them, who's passive. Back in the day, there wasn't a lot of easy yards against them.
Yeah.
And then they could be passive because like running through 9 and running off 10, there was a solid wall waiting to stop you. Nowadays, you run off 9, they've got so many soap
Easy
tacklers.
meters, yeah.
So you just get over the gain line, and then, once the gain line's king, and then you can do whatever you want to. You can't fight back into the game.
Sean, talking about your time on Ireland. You once ended up shaming yourself in the neighbor's house after a long night out.
I love these stories.
It's all coming out.
It's all coming
what
out.
happened?
So, so what happened was one of my, I'm not going to mention any names yet,
Yeah.
but one of my teammates.
Dougie
at
Howlett.
the time, no, it wasn't. I got amazing stories of Dougie as well, but that's a different show. But so we played, I think we played a game, and some of the guys went out. I didn't go out, and they had a bit of a bender.
Yeah.
So now I wake up, and it's say 6 o'clock in the morning. I wake up, I see there's a message on my phone. Hey, come around. We're having drinks. I'm like, it's 6 a.m. So I get up.
And you go for a dip.
And I go right, because they're like 2 streets down from me.
Yeah.
Walk over to them, go.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit asleep still, so I walk into the neighbor's house.
You're joking.
At the wrong side. You go to the wrong house.
Walk into the neighbor's house, and as I get it, it's like, okay, no, sorry. So I walk back out and go to their house, yeah. But they were fine.
Guys,
Give us names.
can I please have a bathroom break again? Is that
Okay,
fine,
cool.
boys?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's standard.
Go, Scala, go.
Beers.
All right, Munster man. The best 3 or 4 Irish players you played against.
Current
Played against.
I think
O'Driscoll has to be
O'Driscoll,
there. Yeah.
O'Driscoll.
Yeah.
You never played against Keith Wood, eh?
No.
No, he's a bit older, yeah.
Yeah. I would put Paul O'Connell there as well.
Yeah.
Good man, Paul O'Connell.
Yeah, fantastic guy. And look, I've got an extremely soft spot for Ronan O'Gara.
Torpedoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His,
Yeah.
Who's your
his
big mate to
torpedoes
Munster?
was amazing.
Can we get him on the show when La Rochelle come here?
We should.
Yeah.
Can
We
we
should
get a
definitely try to do
can we
that.
get a translator for that show?
Scala, your 3 or 4 best Irish players?
I've got to be the same, and then also I played against Van der Fleer at Saracens. He was impressive just from a work rate perspective.
Yeah.
Also, like Gibson Park, like we played against him Super Rugby, and then also we played against him, and then I think James Lowe.
Yeah.
Like so often, like nothing's on. He's got that little left pin of his, and he does something special. Like he's a proper finisher.
And never dies with the ball, eh?
No.
Always the ability to get the ball away when they want to take
And like,
it into
like
touch.
when we were younger, like what stood out about the All Black side was the
Still
ability,
young, Scala.
was the ability for their wingers to keep the ball up in that trams.
Yeah.
And no one's better than James Lowe in World Rugby to keep it alive in the trams. He looks like he's out or he's not going to finish it. So yeah, that's my lot.
So how's this for numbers? Since 2016, all the games have been decided by bar one have been decided by a single score.
Just read that sentence again.
All the games since 2016 bar one have been decided by a single score.
Yep.
Which leads us on to our
Betway section.
exactly.
Shimmy, this is your strong point, I feel.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, wait. These new microphones that we have, we really...
One hit wonder.
Okay. I'm going to put my betting cap on
I might change my prediction actually.
because of that stat you just gave.
Yeah.
You can't steal my one. I mean, like,
Did you say by less than
I'm always
less than
going.
five?
I was always
Okay.
going one score. I think it's 1-7. Yeah.
What are we putting our bets on against Ireland on Saturday? We are going the bets that we have available this weekend. Boks by 1-7 at 3.8. Boks by 8-14 at 4.1.
That's you, Shimmy.
That's me.
Yeah.
Boks by 15 plus 3.5. Boks at a handicap of minus 7.5 at odds of 2.04. And then we also have Ireland to win at odds of 3.15.
We'll skip that.
I've got.
What are you going with?
I've got 1-7.
I'm going, 8-14?
8-14.
Yeah. What you going?
So Scala's going 1-7.
John's going Ireland to win at 3.05. Yeah, 100%.
And a Munster man.
The
to
Munster
know.
No,
man,
I'm
yeah.
not. No, I'm not.
There's only one Munster guy on the team, I think. Or there's last week, I think. There's one or two.
No, it's only Tyke Byrne starting here, and then Crowley
And he's the best player.
on the bench normally.
Okay, cool.
We obviously don't have the team yet.
Yeah.
What am I going with? I'm going Boks.
Yeah.
I'm going Boks 8-14 as well.
Am I still trailing this
Sasha to score a try in the last minute to take us there.
Jeepers.
to get us?
I'll even tell you who's
1-7?
going to score the try. Moves to fullback and he scores the try. Even though we don't have the team.
But like, I feel that we've got the ability to win by that margin. But I think the conditions might play a vital
Yeah,
role
that's
as
true.
well, and that kind of
I heard it's cold up. I heard it's cold there
Yeah.
at the moment.
But like cold is fine.
Cold, yeah, it's
but
a
often
wet.
you go there, you get cold, wet, and there's wind, and that's a disaster.
And also, we are making our predictions now, and we haven't seen the teams yet.
Yeah.
The teams
Yeah.
have not been announced yet. So, let's say you
You're looking
start
relaxed, eh?
you start Sasha, but do you have Mani on the bench or do you have Andre on the bench? Because I think that influences as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you look at the numbers, the kicking becomes a vital thing. But my attitude is, listen here, you got to put players under pressure to understand how to win these games through kicking. Because Pollock is a safe option.
Yeah.
But the other guys have also got to
be-
learn how to do it.
To be honest, I think your mindset this week is you've got to outscore them. Ireland's got the ability to score 30 points against you, and then you've got to have the ability to go score
More.
35.
You're going to get the answers from our predictions on the verdict next weekend. Best intro we've ever seen. Jean de Villiers, well done once again.
Verdict's not on the weekend. It's on
Oh,
Tuesday.
next week, Tuesday.
But, no.
Okay, guys, our WeBuy Impact player prediction. Sell a player like you would a car salesman.
Let me just get my player out.
Okay, let me get my player out.
Okay, Scala, you go.
No, yeah, I'll wait for you guys.
Okay, JDV.
Okay. This absolute beast comes factory equipped with a Springbok V8 heart that's won 2 Rugby World Cups back to back,
Peter Steph
baby.
Tutoe.
A chassis that shrugged off more collisions than a demolition derby champion. And line-out stealing hydraulics so dominant they had to rewrite the laws of physics just to give the opposition a fighting chance. Drive one home today, and I guarantee you'll own the toughest, most unstoppable
Peter Steph Tutoe.
trophy hovering machine on the planet. Because when you park the Ibn Etzebet in your garage,
I can't believe I missed that.
second place isn't an option. It's an extinction level event for everyone else.
I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, but
dear.
come on. Good one.
going-
Okay, my one.
And I'm going with Earman because I think we need and again, we don't even know whether he'll be starting, but we need a big game from Earman. If you want to be the warrior in terms of physicality, this is the game to do it. This is the game to be dominant. So it's a big challenge for him.
Okay, cool. Must I go mine, Scala, or you?
Now you can go. I'm still trying to figure out mine.
My brother.
My brother, yes, Joe.
My sister.
Yes, Joe.
Welcome. Come stand here in the shade. Let me show you something special. Not just a car, a commitment. You know me. I don't sell anything I wouldn't drive myself. Leadership starts with trust. Huh? First up, look at this beauty. Strong chassis, clean lines, reliable under pressure. Reminds me a bit of myself at the breakdown. Stable, honest, and ready for anything. Open the door.
Welcome.
Yeah, feel it. That's real comfort. Exactly like the Boks changing room before a final. Calm, united, prepared. Engine, yo. This one works hard.
Is that
but
a
stays
novel?
humble.
Is that a short story? Right?
Quiet when it needs to be powerful. When the moment calls, it won't talk big. It will show you, just like we will do on the field. And listen here. I said, listen here. I won't chase you. I won't trick you. I'll give you options. I'll tell you the truth. And then choose the journey. Because every family, like every team, has its own dream, its own direction. Take this for a test drive. I'll be right here when you come back, smiling, confident, and ready to celebrate your new ride with a post-match win.
When are you going to do the player, the WeBuy player?
Who's the player?
No, I thought Malcolm Marx when you said breakdown. but
No, I
like,
think
almost got it wrong.
Jasper
Siya Kolisi.
Here we go.
Does he drive a G Tour? Or a Jaco? Sounded like a Chinese car.
That was a long one. I was waiting for you guys.
No.
That was nice. No, I thought the emotion.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
My one, obviously, I don't have the luxury of AI.
No, hold on. We wrote this last night.
He does. We use AI. You just go I.
Perfect. You know, like back in the day, like no one really had nicknames, but there was one nickname. The car model is like a phantom. He's got to be solid at the back. It's a big thing, long bonnet, okay? Silky smooth, always in the right position.
Damien Willemse.
Parks in front of the Cullinan, but he's like a Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce, a la Andre Hubert, Damien Gaza Willemse
There we go.
is my man for the weekend. He was exceptional
Also,
last
weather,
week.
kicking, everything. Yeah.
For me,
I wanted to go with him as well.
For me, he's the man for the weekend. If he replicates his performance of last week, we're okay.
Willemse. Talk about generational talent. There's Willemse right there.
Yeah.
He is the man. So, Willemse.
It's a bit.
It's a Belady.
And I've got Sia. Cool, guys. Okay, let's look at the other matches. Wales against New Zealand. Okay, let's move on.
Are there other matches this weekend as
Yeah,
well?
Wales against New Zealand. Are we going to move on there?
I'm gonna go
predictions.
New Zealand.
Did I read that? Some Welsh player came out and said no, they can beat New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on. Okay,
I don't think
France
they
against
can.
Australia. Okay, guys, hold on. Okay, we've got a little bit more time than I thought. New Zealand. Let's talk about New Zealand because there's been quite an outcry over the losing to England. I think it was the first team since in 13 years they've lost to England. New Zealand.
No. Let me just.
20
fact checking is always good, Shimmy.
2012.
2012 was the last time that they lost to England at Twickenham. They also lost in the 2019 World Cup in Japan in the semi-final.
Manu Tuolagi game in 2012.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
And then the 40 points in Japan.
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
I'm here for you.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm here for you.
Become an active listener. Okay, but New Zealand now, is it worrying signs? They're coming here for 3 games. I think one overseas.
Shimmy, I think you've got to have a holistic view. Like, I mean, second in the world still ranked.
Yeah.
Only just.
Yeah.
Above the world champions.
Win this weekend,
above the world champions England. and I
Say
think
that again, Scott.
second the world, only above the world champions England in third place. But I mean, they're not the team they used to be. Like the side that we played against. Like that side was just off the charts. I mean, 8 of the guys walk into a world team type of
players,
It's ridiculous. So that can't last forever, and you can't compare them against that. I think the worrying sign is like second attack coach has come and gone, and that's where I think they're lacking, and they're lacking in certain positions, not the depth that you're accustomed to for All Black side. Beat South Africa. If you don't think of them as the All Blacks of 2015, you think of them as the modern day All Blacks, and the only real slip-ups was Argentina, and then obviously they got comprehensively beaten by England. But they're going to beat Wales comfortably this weekend, and still finish second in the world. If
the All Blacks played France this weekend, who would win?
Oh, that's a big call.
Take away Wales because that's an easy prediction. If they played France,
I think it's 2 teams battling with a bit of identity. To be honest, I think France is treading water at the moment.
Because also we're judging it now on the performance against England on the weekend, but then you cast your minds back 2 weeks to when they played in, was it Chicago?
Ireland haven't played
against
the first
Ireland.
game.
Yeah,
That's
but
yeah.
still, I mean,
Still,
it's
you
not a
gotta see.
bad Irish team. You know, and it was a battle for kind of 60 minutes. But when they
last
turned it
20.
on, they were good. So how do you replicate that more often within the 80 minutes? But it's difficult for them. They've been on such a high for such a long time, New Zealand, that when they do lose, you know, it's always tough for them.
Australia they've lost 6 out of their last 7 games.
Yeah.
They play France.
Yeah, they're gonna have 7 out of 8.
Unfortunately,
Was it a false dawn with Australia? I mean, the resurrection was Lions. They could have won. It got down
Yeah.
to the last test. I think. I mean,
Yeah.
even debate around was it a penalty at the end? Whatever, they could have beaten the Lions possibly.
It's a
Beat
premature.
us at Ellis
It
Park.
was a premature resurrection.
Premature adjudication.
I don't think they can turn
They
over
host the next
France.
World Cup, by the way.
They do.
Yeah, they can't turn over France this weekend. Nah.
You were having a go at me. Who made the
was
comment
having a go at you?
that's unlike you. That it would be very difficult to turn this Australia team around. Because I said that last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just.
Okay, guys. England
I was
against
saying-
Pumas. Watch Australia win.
Oh.
England against Pumas. Ooh. Pumas, great.
That's
great
going to be
game
a
last week.
hell of a game. But also
John's doing this one in
I'm
studio.
doing that
every
one in
day.
studio.
On a Sunday again.
The issue with the Pumas, historically, has been to see back-to-back performances.
Yeah.
You know, they have one good game and then they're like nowhere for a couple of weeks. They beat the British and Irish Lions, then they lose to England 2 weeks in a row. They beat the All Blacks and then they don't pitch up the following week.
I tell you what, this Puma side's awkward to play against. When they get quick ball and their pack of forwards, I'm not talking about their loose forwards, their tight five,
Yeah.
if they can survive and get lineouts sorted from 6 to 15 backwards, it is all on. You know, if Santi Carreras will get a start this weekend, that thing last week when he came on changed the game.
Yeah.
Like his attacking ability is off the charts, and the speed at which they play. I mean, that thing about creating chaos and chaos rocks and offloading, no one's better than Argentina. So, you know, the problem playing against a side like this, and Argentina's problem is like you can bully them, they're tight five, they scrum, you can get a hold of them, they're not good at stopping mauls anymore. But once you lose control of the game, which I think this English side wants to play a fair bit of rugby, and if your skill execution is poor, you make mistakes against this Puma side. They can score 40 points, no problem.
England 10 in a row now. Well, they're going for 11.
Yeah, 10 in a row.
Six
And
Nations coming in.
they have improved considerably from a scrumming point of view. And I think that's where they're going to dominate Argentina.
Okay, other predictions, guys. Okay, last question about England. If we were playing them this weekend, we play Ireland, we play England next week, what would happen?
No, we definitely win.
Definitely win.
Yeah, by 30. Yeah, it's not happening. So we can
Scala,
say
what-
whatever we want.
I've got no idea, but like, I mean, it would
be a hell of a game.
It would have been
No,
nice.
it
I
would
mean,
be
The
Okay.
timing is
like
beautiful.
I've had people, like my neighbour out of St Albans, I haven't lived there since 2019, messages me gutted that we're not playing the box. You know, like they sense things coming. Like the director of the show sitting there,
Yeah.
Freddie, messages us, gutted we're not playing South Africa. Well, we're not playing them, so it's irrelevant. We're playing you guys in June in South Africa.
But also, guys, with the way that that the games have gone and the officiating, we are basically playing England this weekend,
yeah,
right?
we've
Yeah.
got five
Matt Carley.
Englishmen.
No, we've won. We've got a good record with Matt Carley. So
No, the whole officiating group.
yeah, it's all of them. But Matt
They're
Carley, I
all
think we've
from-
won
from
last.
England.
The whole
We've
officiating.
won with him as ref.
Does that-
We've won the 6 out of the last 7.
Does that mean we're playing England this weekend?
Yeah.
No.
So you reckon Boks win? Okay. Other predictions: Georgia against Japan.
Ooh. Yes, contrasting styles
Georgia.
there.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Contrasting styles
Georgia
there.
there. Georgia tough.
I'll go Japan. Japan's
They're
due
playing
win.
in Georgia.
Yeah,
though.
you'll be in studio for that.
In Tbilisi.
No, I'm
where
not.
they play.
I'm doing the Tonga, Scotland.
Tonga,
Italy
Scotland.
versus Chile.
Italy.
Italy.
In Italy, Scotland versus Tonga.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Okay, guys. Kostalaga Boktown is back.
Yes, where?
In Benoni.
In Ireland.
No, sorry. for the Ireland game, catch the Boks versus Ireland, 22nd November in Benoni. Bring your gum guard and your boxing gloves.
And apparently Drickers is going to be there as well.
Drickus is like, he's the
He's
fourth.
taking on anyone.
He's taking on anyone.
Yeah, he's
That's a joke, guys. That's a joke about
don't worry, but he's fourth best fighter in Benoni.
Yeah, exactly. Big screens, local artists, rugby legends. I wonder who's going to be there. Isn't Bucky's from Benoni?
No, he's from Vannerbijl. Sasselberg.
No, he's Hasselberg.
Sasselberg. Yeah.
Pure Gears, get your tickets at ticketpro.co.za. All right, guys, wrap it up. This weekend, where are you, Scala? Studio?
All of
Mr.
Saturday.
Mallet?
I'm doing with Mr. Mallet.
Yeah.
I don't actually know who the rest is. Mochadishi Mohono is there.
Yeah?
And I don't know who the technical zone is. Probably Brayton
Yeah?
and Bobo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Bobs.
No,
JDV?
Bob's with me.
Bobs with you.
I think he's actually Saturday as
Are
well.
you,
yeah.
are you
maybe.
on Saturday and Sunday?
No, I'm just Sunday.
Okay. Sunday.
Sunday, Tonga, Scotland, England, Argentina.
Saturday,
And
where are you?
Saturday night, I'm having a braai. Ons gaan nou 'n bietjie braai.
Who's the crowd?
No, just my
Jan.
family. Just my family.
Jan.
Just my family.
Jan.
John and Jan.
Jan.
No, quiet weekend. Exams.
Moving closer to Paul, eh?
Exam time.
Boom.
Klein
Roosboom. It's very close to Paul. It's halfway. I can see
No,
what
it's
you did.
not. It was a 45-minute drive for me still.
Well, where do you think we came from?
You had a 25-minute drive.
Okay.
But, I just...
No, I think
feel for you guys.
John deserves one home game. Yeah, at least.
Okay, cool. Boys,
Where
we'll
will you
catch
be on
up.
Saturday? Will you be on Saturday?
Saturday, I'm commentary for the Irish game.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be good fun. Go Boks.
No, I thought you said it should be good, like your commentary.
Okay. Now we've got another 10 minutes. Let's talk about this. Get it off your chest.
Just finish the show.
Thank you very much. That's all we've got. Sadly, that's all we've got for another episode of the Boks Unpacked. You can catch all the action live on your World of Champions this Saturday, and on Catch Up also, and on YouTube. John de Villiers, The Verdict, with the best intro you've ever seen in your life, Tuesday on YouTube and on Super Sport here. Thank you very much to these two gentlemen at the Klein Roosboom. I keep looking across that side because it's written there. Klein Roosboom Wine Farm. We're going to catch you next week for another episode of the Boks Unpacked. Thank you very much. Subscribe and give us your comments. You might be lucky and we might talk about it on the show next week. Cheers, everybody.